Hey, have you ever wanted to play Slave Aspire and Darkest Dungeon together? Apparently, this is what you get. Rogue Lords. I've never played it. I played it only a little and not even an actual game. I just started the game to make sure that the recording was good. I'm Patinator. Let's explore this together. I'm going to be playing this off cam. Of course, that's the test save. Go listen to this first.
Rose up against me and chased me down. They were led by demon hunters, wretched beings incapable of seeing the beauty of a corrupted world.
Ominous.
My creatures and demons gave everything they had in the fight, but it was not enough. I was forced to leave the world of the living. Weakened, I returned to hell to survive. For years, I consumed fresh souls to regain my power, but their numbers are fast diminishing.
I am out of souls.
I cannot wait anymore. I must reclaim my rightful place. It is time to gather my forces once more.
Hooray.
Those who signed a pact with me will do as I order.
Johnny Depp?
They will spread terror and corruption in my name. The time has come for my revenge.
Alright, well, there it is. We're going to take revenge on everybody because we are the devil and we're a bad guy, apparently. I hope this is unashamedly evil. It's not trying to be like, oh, actually, I'm good. From most points of view, no, we're just straight up evil. We can launch adventures, read about your servants and mature disciples, and follow your progress in the altar of conquests. Okay. Roguelike means we're probably going to lose the first run, but I'm excited to find out how this game actually runs and how it feels. What is this? Lots of buttons. Okay, I'll select the map. Yeah, I only tested up to this point. This is as far as I know. Just to make sure that the recording was working. It's here that you'll choose adventure missions for your disciples in their quest to avenge you. Oh, okay. The further you progress in the game, the stronger your adversaries become and the overall difficulty of the game increases. For the moment, your adversaries are weak, so take advantage of it and hit hard. You got it, buddy. Launch first mission.
Many years ago, I was banished from the terrestrial plane by Van Helsing and his demon hunters. Since then, I have reigned over hell while awaiting the hour of my return. But things are changing. The souls of the deceased no longer descend into hell.
Oh no.
Have humans become more virtuous? Or is there a new force conspiring to usurp my power? I recall into service my disciples, powerful beings who once made a pact with me. They can move freely in this region called the New World, where I was undone by Van Helsing. They will find him and exact my revenge upon him.
Love the art style so far. And wasn't Van Helsing just a doctor? I've read the book, but it's been a long time since. Let's see who we get. Oh, we don't have a lot of options. We're gonna get Bloody Mary, who is a children's nightmare thing or a children's story. So I'm not one of these three is not like the other, and that is Dracula. I feel like, because these two don't have games after him. Alright, it's not submission. You control a group of disciples, can choose one to represent the group. It's gonna be Dracula, the one that has games based on him. You navigate from zone to zone by choosing your route on the map. You have to complete the main activity in the zone before you can move on to the next. Okay, what's our activity here? What the? Oh, move closer to the... Hey, that's not who I want. How do I change my guy? I don't want him. Main activity. Completing this activity unlocks access to the following zones. Okay.
Through the renewed link with my disciples, I become aware of the situation.
I still don't know what the actual gameplay is.
The demon
I
hunters
bought
have
this
increased
blind.
their hold on the population. They are everywhere, on the roads, in the villages, patrolling and imposing a summary justice. On the other hand, no one has heard of the 6 artifacts stolen from me by Van Helsing during our last confrontation. If he is using them, he does not boast of it. My attention is drawn towards a new religion. The Sanctualumen, as it is called, is increasing its hold on humans. My disciples decide to go to one of its sanctuaries in order to learn more.
Okay. Click on the map to consult it. That is a map. The book map shows the zones and paths for 2 chapters. It also shows the special effects that might affect certain zones during gameplay. The first zone in each book is always a combat. I would say the Spire style map. Okay. So we're here. That's a fight. That's a mountain. I mean a fountain. Event. Oh, interesting. Grim Reaper. Sell your souls to the Grim Reaper in exchange for skills and relics. Aren't I a devil? Why do I have to deal with him? Move to the next zone. How do I do that? Oh, over here. So where did I actually come from? This is a weird interface, but I'm for it. I'm gigantic. Why can't I just stop a tiny little doctor? Where am I? There we go. Oh wow, this looks big. Diabolic Essence is your main resource. If you run out, you lose. Essence can be lost during combats or used to boost influence over the world of mortals. Souls can be run during combat or events. They can be traded to the Grim Reaper to obtain skills, to increase the rarity of skills you have, or obtain relics. As you accumulate events and combats, the terror you inspire grows. Each increase produces a terror effect in the zones in a subsequent night and gives you more advantages. For every 4 increases, you move up a notch, permanently improving your chance to obtain high rarity skills and receive a relic. Okay, so 4 means death. I don't know if we should explore more. Okay. Main activity. Completing this activity unlocks access to the following zones. Choose your approach. It will determine which rewards you receive at the end of the combat. Select this approach to earn a skill at the end of the combat. Okay. The game told me to. At the beginning of each turn, your enemies announce the actions they are going to launch. You have 5 action points to share among your disciples to thwart their attack. Once you've finished, your enemies play their announced actions. Then a new turn begins with your enemy's announcement of their intentions. So yeah, that's the Slay the Spire style. Preparing to inflict 8 HP. I will select Bloody Mary. I will punch a dude. This skill can only target the adversary with the least HP. 7 to 12, so that's 2 times 5, that's 10 to 15. I don't take any Mirror Bliss. Okay, select stabbing, my bad. Ugh. All combatants have 2 spiritual gauges of health, 1 physical, 1 spiritual. Inflicting physical damage reduces the number of health points, while inflicting spiritual damage reduces the number of spiritual points. To defeat an enemy, you must reduce their health points or spiritual points to 0. Inflict the same time damage 1 last time to finish them off. Okay, so first they're Death's Door, then you smack him to death. Select Dracula. I'm parched. What's Survival Instinct? If Dracula is vulnerable, the effects of his skill are repeated a second time. Each time the holder inflicts physical damage, they also heal. We don't need to heal. Fury Fang is steal 2 times 2 to 3 HP. They could have worded this a little better. Oh, that's the cost. This is the cost for it. Alright, Bleeding Heart for you. When you use a kill, you deplete its charge and can't be used again until it has been recharged. Each disciple possesses a recharge action that replenishes all their other skills. Recharge actions can vary from disciple to another. For example, some might have bonus effects that change their costs. Use your recharge action. Okay. I have no more action points. I feel like I could have killed the dude if I just kept smashing him in the face, but whatever. Ow, you shot Dracula. Do you know how scary you know how afraid you should be? Bleeding Heart. Oh no, he's vulnerable. Oh, vulnerable is when they go down to 0. Ah, so his ability does more if he's like dying. That's not a great strategy, by the way. In case you're curious. Making yourself vulnerable isn't smart. When an enemy is reduced to 0 health points or 0 spiritual points, we do not die. You have to administer a death strike by inflicting damage on the same gauge. The disciples are also subject to a vulnerability status, but they do not die when you receive a death blow. Instead, you consume diabolic essence to keep them alive so they can complete their mission. So I guess it goes straight to our health pool. They're like blocking for us, and if they keep getting hit, this keeps going down and we keep dying. So I guess maybe the vulnerable approach with Dracula is feasible. Select Bleeding Heart.
Those humans didn't have have a chance.
Yes, we did.
Simple mortal trinkets. You'd better find a use for them.
I'll try. Rewards. Each type of activity has its own specifications. At each combat, you will receive a reward depending on your choice at the time of approach. Will regularly have a choice of 3 elements during reward phases. Choose one. Oh, wow. So this is for Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman. When you obtain a skill for the third time, the 3 fuse together to form a skill with the next level of rarity. Okay, so there's also... whatchamacallit here. It's also auto chess here. Reduce the impending attack by 2. That seems really interesting. That's... Bloody Mary, why are you here? Like, why are you... let's play Drax. Place the skill in an open slot. Confirm. Cool. Move to the next zone. You got it. Yeah, we're probably gonna play this one twice this run. Some zones have an extra activity. It is optional and can be carried out before or after the main activity. That is important to know. Alright. Fine, choose more skills.
I heard you. You called me 3
I love the art
times.
style. The animation's a bit janky, but it's growing on me. There are several ways to reduce inflicted damage with skills that immediately diminish imminent damage or statuses that protect your disciples or negatively affect your enemies. Select Mary.
Game of
Mary is
play.
bloodthirsty, which translates to the physical skills that can only target the weakest adversaries. Mary also possesses a mirror that she places in front of the enemy of her choice when she recharges. Once her mirror is in place, all of her skills she plays are reproduced on the mirror's target. That's kind of cool. She has a
Mirror me.
twinning effect. That's kind of wild. Twist of Fate, reduce the impending attack by 2. So if I want to select this, so it like prevents both of them. But I guess we're doing this. Stabbing. Cool. Stabbers. Well, we're doing a good job in that I have no waifus yet. As is the way. Who are you? You're a priestess. The Headless Horseman is a battle-hardened soldier who can take blows and dish them out. He gets reductions in damage and provocation stats to allow him to redirect attacks to himself. When he suffers damage, his bitterness increases. At its maximum, his bitterness enables him to launch extremely potent skills.
Who should I kill?
Apply 1 provocation. Only the holder of the status can be targeted by adversaries. Reduces the damage suffered by 4. En garde. Certain effects apply a status. Those can have a summoned number of charges, duration, and turns. If they have charges, they lose 1 charge each time they are triggered. If they have a duration, they can be launched several times for as long as they're active. This is an intense tutorial. It's going on a bit long. And this is like rare for a roguelike for them to actually teach you what's going on. Most of the time, it's a best of luck. There are 6 status types: enhancement, protection, cure, maneuver, control, and weakness. A character can only hold 1 status of each type. That's super important. If another status of the same is applied, it replaces the first. If it is the same, the duration or number of charges increases. Okay. Okay. Okay, select slash, slashy, slashy. Bleeding will kill the enemy. You got it. Ah. God, everyone seems so soft. 20 is not a lot of HP. What ages do? Reduce velocity of HP by 6.
I'll do likewise.
Oh no, Dracula is a leader of men and was once a bloodthirsty warrior. He has. I'm just gonna add a timestamp for when the tutorial ends. He has earned his longevity by being extremely cautious in potentially deadly situations. The experience has given him a number of skills that benefit his whole team, but if he becomes vulnerable, the warrior reawakens and some of his skills become devastating. What about a dude whose skills are always devastating? Each time the holder inflicts damage, they also heal. And sharpening. What's sharpening? Plus 4 HP inflicted by skills. Wow. So... go into devil mode. Okay.
It's high time I interfered.
The devil isn't held back by the same rules as mortals. He can cheat. He can modify... Okay, I like this. I really like the idea of this. Let's just cheat. Modify the health and point spiritual gauges. Recharge skills. Move statuses around. The only limit to this is their cost and diabolic essence. So you can spend life for abilities. That's very necropotence. Big fan. One of your devil powers allows you to move stats between combatants. Grab one of the combatant statuses under its HP and SP gauges and drag it under the gauges of the combatant you want to give it to. This is mine now. Approve. Oh, slide the what? Surprise, you're dead. That is an interesting mechanic. That is a management thing. Oh, wow. I guess Bleeding Heart you to kill you. How did we lose to Van Helsing? He must be full of more nonsense. When the disciple is vulnerable and about to suffer damage, the devil protects it at the cost of as many diabolic essence as inflicted damage. If a disciple is not vulnerable and about to suffer more damage, the damage surplus is cancelled. So leaving them on 1 HP is kind of safe because there's no overflow, there's no trample. However, an attack hitting several times counts as many damage applications and can consume essence. So like, there's like a damage gate that when they go to vulnerable state, but if they keep hitting that dude while he's after the first attack, I guess it goes straight to my dome. Finish the fight by my own means. What are you gonna do? You're gonna attack for 7.
Who should I kill?
Steals HP.
What game are we
Inflicts
playing?
damage. I'm vulnerable. I'm gonna steal HP, I think. That's the way to go. 7 to 12, double the attack. And then 2 times 6, so this is basically guaranteed.
Bows down before my power is a good mortal.
That could have killed him as well.
With that,
Skill
the humans
evolutions.
will finally submit to my yoke.
Skills have 3 levels of rarity: ordinary, wicked, and demonic. When you enter the skill for the third time, they fuse together to become a higher rarity. Afterwards, discover a skill with higher rarity for the same disciple. Okay. So we have I have 2 of each. So what do I want to upgrade? The skill can target the adversary with the least HP or bleeding. I like the bleeding because it can lead to like just winning. So I'm gonna pick slash. Place the skill. What do we get? Bigger slash. I thought that'd be different. But like,
Pleased with these offerings. Take them.
choose a skill and equip it. Okay, secret boot. What is a secret boot? When you obtain a skill for the third time, focalization. The skill applies an alteration of 2 per charge of bitterness. Alteration reduces the target's base damage until the start of the next turn. Each time the Headless Horseman suffers damage, increase the charge by 1. So it becomes more and more bitter. This just hurts a lot, but it's 3 actions and I have a maximum of 5. So it's a little limited, but it also targets all enemies. So I'm a fan of that for Headless Horseman. Opening. Steal a maneuver. Excuse me? Inflict 2 times 10 to 16 HP or 10 SP depending on where the adversary is weakest. I'm gonna pick Burst of Anger. I like some crowd control in my bag. Yes, confirm. Launch activity. Okay. Starting to grow on me. You smell the noxious waters of the sticks before you even see the source. Observe the scene. The waters of the sticks bubble up in the form of fountains at certain spots spread around the world. You can use its waters to regenerate your diabolic essence or purge your disciples' negative traits. But isn't your negative traits why I got them in the first place? You can only withdraw energy from this source 1 time. Your disciples assemble around the altar awaiting your orders.
The sticks with the putrid corpses that
This is a
crowd its
bad
borders.
subtitle. It's blocking stuff. Alright, I'm stronger now. I'm ready to hurt feelings. How do I look at map again? Map. So what are we looking at here? So we're looking at is this an event? The Grim Reaper. I assume there's another fight book chapter. And that's final combat, escape. So we're gonna go to a store here. If we don't end up buying anything here, I'm gonna go left. If we do, I'm gonna go right. If we don't, I'm gonna go right. I don't know. I like that guy. He's a big pal of
This
Dracula,
forest
near as I can
isn't so
figure.
Terrifying. Not yet.
The voice sounds so familiar. It's distinct enough for me. Alright. Event, main activity, choose this disciple to make them stronger. You give me Dracula and you force me to play with the Headless Horseman? How dare you? The select disciple will undertake social tests and receive a trait at the end of the event. Okay. At least these characteristics can be encountered in this event. A ruse or a scare? I want... great thinker. So those are their social traits on the right. He's big on the scare. He's okay on the ruse. He's not big on scaring or lying, and she's terrible at the ruse. So I guess great. This guy's our move. Click anywhere to see the next part of the text. Your disciples stumble upon a young man shooting at straw with a crossbow. He's startled when he notices them and points his weapon in this direction. You are Duhasnich. I recognize you. My master told me about you. You are the devil's emissaries. You have a master? I'm gonna beat you up, kid. You're like 8. I can annihilate you. I'm going to annihilate you and become a legend in my own time. I'll be the greatest demon hunter ever. Despite his boasting, the kid can barely hide the fact that he's shaking in his boots. You could almost feel sorry for him, but his naivete annoys you. There must be a way you can use him to your advantage. Observe the scene. The kid already fancies himself a new Van Helsing, even though he'd never looked evil in the face until a few minutes ago. The time has come to let him taste the secret horrors only you know. What's the interactive element? He's the interactive element. Choose your storyline. I kind of like this. As events unfold, you will have to make choices that influence how the story progresses and the rewards you receive. Certain actions are social tests, and passing them depends on your disciple's characteristics. The actions that require a test have greater potential, but unless you cheat, you take the risk of failing them. I can always cheat.
If you want something done right, do it yourself.
I want this, and whatever.
The dice were loaded from the start.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
Somebody call him a doctor. Headless Horseman infiltrates the apprentice's mind to make his worst nightmares come true. He's about to lose his mind. Calling him a doctor. She needs a doctor. Shadow creatures begin crawling on the ground around him and over his skin. Upsetting. Anything goes when it comes to accomplishing my mission, even magic. More. I want to see more. It's a soldier's duty to master all the weapons in his arsenal.
It's not my
What about a
head,
hat?
but it'll do.
Obstinate. He gets occultism, 6 of both spiritual and health points.
Really?
Chilling gaze. Wow, she also gets that? It's free scare, free spiritual damage, 4 max health points.
Not my head, but it'll do.
Oh, wow. They're getting a lot. Disciples sometimes react after some social tests, depending on their temper. Each disciple has more or less chances to react positively. A reaction can only involve the disciple who just passed the test or be a conversation with a member of the team. Reactions generate a trait for at least one of the participants, either positive or negative, depending on the reaction's nature. Livid with terror, the apprentice hunter tries to kill them, but they're only illusions and he can't even touch them. Finally, he falls to his knees before your disciple. Have pity, make them stop, I'll do whatever you want. So far what I'm thinking is early cheating is the best move, so that you can create a snowball effect and destroy your enemies. Set him off to share his nightmare with other humans, force him to betray the other demon hunters. Headless Horseman explains to him that the only way to make the creatures disappear is by killing the other demon hunters he knows. Nasty. Without a second's hesitation, the apprentice takes off running for the closest demon hunter refuge. It won't be long before the souls of his accursed upstarts are among your subjects.
Souls rotten with vice. Oh, they shall
I
be
take a drink of
very
water.
useful.
Oh, water, good. Okay. Well, Grimmy Butt Boy.
But it'll do.
Wow, that was a lot of upgrades for our boys. Traits are permanent and affect the social and combat characteristics of the disciple who obtains them. Your disciples can also receive negative traits when they fail social tests or show negative reactions during events. Negative traits can be purged in the fountains of the Styx. Copy. You got a spell book. Oh my god, there is a lot in this game. The main page of the spell book shows you the current state of each of your disciples, including relics, combat, and social characteristics, traits, and relics. Second page of the skill book. I can't even say things now. The spellbook, The Devil. On the second page, the spellbook shows you the relics you possess that are not linked to specific disciples and details about your demonic powers. Of stuff I can do, I guess. Add or subtract 8, up to 4 only. Oh, I guess each point, each demonic essence is like up to this 4. So if I remove 8, it'll cost 2. Okay, move a status is 5, recharge a skill is 3, add or subtract 30% chance is 5, create a portal, replace one secondary activity with another. Whew. That's a lot of cheating, boys. I gotta remember, like, if I don't like anything, I'll just change it. What is this? Terror level 1. Graham Wrapper. Hello. Enigmatic head sounds. Okay, let's launch that. At a secret meeting place hidden from mortals, your disciples meet with a Grim Reaper. It's time to do some business. Duel.
The conductor of souls finally deigns to show himself. Don't make him wait.
Okay. The Grim Reaper offers you skills and relics in exchange for souls. He can also increase the rarity of a skill you already possess, but in order to do so, he needs to keep the skill until the next time you meet him. So like an upgrade, sure. Okay, here you can see how many souls you have. Cool. Buy a skill. Evolution. Survival instinct. Oh, it's a trait of the skill. So what skill is this? Shadow Hook, Fear. This interface is kind of messing me up. We can get an upgrade for Bleeding Heart. And for stabbing. I think I'm gonna get this. Now 85 is good. Put that there. I wonder if it matters
With that,
what positioning
the
you put.
humans will finally submit to my yoke.
Vampiric Domination applies to exhaustion, which reduces by half all the damage inflicted. Remove a protection plus 2 damage to disciples for each damage. What does that mean? So when we remove statuses, we get hurt? That seems awful. Lose all HP, but we become stronger. And it also must be the first thing we do in a turn. Free decomposition is bleed. That's kind of wild. Loses 4 to 10 HP. Oh, it applies it to me. Oh, no, it doesn't. One enemy. Well, I'll try it, because I don't know what that wording means, so now's a good time to find out. Buy a relic. I'm gonna buy a fan, which automatically recharges with skills used. And okay, beat people up, get more relics. Cool. Upgrading a skill. One way to upgrade the rarity of skill is to leave it to the Grim Reaper. They will not be in your inventory. And find a reminder that skill next to the minimap, the Grim Reaper will return the upgraded skill at the beginning of your next visit. Upgrade a skill. I don't wanna. I honestly don't wanna. What's this? Bloodthirsty, leash AP. Well, let's toss this, because it's uncontrollable. I'm not that big a fan of it. End this encounter, but I want to buy another thing. I have money. Game, let me buy. Money you're not spending is not working for you. Okay, we're definitely going to go right. We can't go left, because left keeps us from... Ooh. Is there anything else here? Can I change the view of the map? No. Can I spin it? No. That's disappointing.
My disciples enter the Sanctualumen Sanctuary and determine that it has well and truly replaced the old religions. Priest and warrior monks train to fight the creatures of the night. Vampires and werewolves rot in silver cages.
Aww.
My disciples swoop upon this new enemy, and soon lifeless bodies litter the sanctuary's floor. A handful of survivors are charged with spreading the word of my return. We then leave for the last known bastion of Van Helsing.
Please tell me I actually get to do the bloodletting. No, I just walk over and they tell me how I killed them. That's sure. Aw. I want to fight. Let's fight. Monuments to the glory of Van Helsing decorate the path at regular intervals. Your disciples sense the forces of good have a strong... Oh, okay.
No one stands against the Prince of Hell.
Upon arrival in this zone, one of your disciples receives a random negative trait. Okay. Pinton. Open the map. Use the devil mode to cheat and avoid this threat. Why is it bad? I
shall
don't
forge the world in my image.
choose the zone. This is this the zone I want? But I'm here. Okay.
Limit to my power is my imagination.
Yeah, but the Grim Reaper's here. Oh, okay. Terror attack in 2 nights. One wave, 2 waves for an ambush. Attack discreetly, 50 souls. I got a lot of souls, I think. From the prices I've seen, they priced at like 36. It is a lot. I would like more skills. 2 waves to beat. Or terror effect in 2 nights. Let's do an ambush. I'm sure we'll be fine. We can cheat. Let's not forget we can cheat. Hi. 70? The holder loses as much HP as they inflict. If they render a disciple vulnerable, they recuperate all their HP. Dracula, get out of here. He's gonna ruin you.
What game are we playing?
Reduce the impending attack by 2. He doesn't have an attack.
Who should I kill?
Tied to bleeding. Yeah, I want to provoke him, I think.
Hunger!
He's got bitterness. Let's apply some bleeding. That's slash. And who has a 1 attack? 8 to 15. And this is 7 to 12. So Dracula, go give him a smack. Good stat. Good stuff. We're out of actions. Let's go. Provocation. Yeah, you're the only guy there. He stole my provocation. How dare he? So what's he doing now? Skip a turn, prepare a powerful attack. Cool. So maybe I can make him bleed. Oh no, we have to recharge introspection. We don't need to steal HP, so big punch. Apply 2 exhaustion. Want to remove a protection? Does he have a protection? Can I remove that? I can punch him again. End communication. $15, huh? That's still not gonna kill a headless horseman, but I'd rather not let it get there. Okay, what does this do?
Game are we playing?
We don't need a cursed mirror. How much actions? 2 actions for that? Maybe I should have used this first. We can use this next turn to start smacking away. Wow, this is gonna be a thing.
The blade is sharpened to perfection.
Bye.
Couldn't have ended any other way.
Second wave?
Simple
Oh, okay. I thought it said second wave.
Better find a use for them.
Alright, let's improve your stabbies. Yeah, you get an upgrade and a new skill, so it gives you more things to do. So that's kind of cool. I confirm.
With that, the humans
Big
will
stabby.
finally submit to my yoke.
I can get big stabby. Deplete the skill of the lowest HP cost, so it eats one of your skills. That's kind of neat for like 18 HP. Good for shorter encounters, but it'll force you to recharge more, which might not be great. Fiance's Kiss, 13 to 19, and recharges. I think we want Fiance's Kiss. Look at the amount that they do is similar. Like this deals 14 to 21, but for a reduction in, I think, 1 or 1.5 on average damage, you get a recharge. So that's kind of cool. So we'll pick this. It can only target the lowest skill, lowest HP, but I mean that's what she do. She be finisher, yo. Launch through the portal. Where am I? There we go. We have to go to Sanctuary. Circle of Rights. Ooh. Grim Reaper is here? It's time to do some business. Hey, buddy. Mirror Blade has been greatly multiplied. The harvest was good. The skill Mirror Blade now possesses rarity level Wicked, as stipulated in our pact.
Take everything you can.
Bloodthirsty, and least HP. Get over here.
A conductor of souls. All those innocent souls I harvested will finally be of use.
It's weird because like he's better as a tank because if they're not, and the Headless Horseman is keeping him from being relevant. Because if Dracula keeps getting hit, he gets stronger when he's more vulnerable. I mean, if we want to abuse his vulnerability abilities. Evolutions, what does this do? Self-discipline, increases HP. It says Vampirism, Sharpen. Yeah, it's an upgrade, I'll take it. It's low damage, but it does let us heal. Frame.
Simple mortal trinkets.
I don't have a lot of spiritual damage, so Timeless Vision does not inspire me. Apply free decomposition is more bleed. 4 to 10 HP is so wild to do that. I'm about to lose my mind. Conqueror's Scepter. At the beginning of each combat, earn +2 AP for only the first turn. That is amazing. Protection is increased. I'm gonna buy this. Scepter gives us like a big starting play. Bottomless bag. A second discovery of wicked skills is generated each time you feel. Oh wow! I should have done that first, but here we go. Like you get 2 discoveries, 2 new spells. So that's kind of cool. 20 HP. I think I'm good. We're poor, but we spend our money, but that's fine. More events. Okay. We want to do ruse or occultism. And who's good at that? Occultism 4, ruse 4. Occultism 4, ruse 6. Occultism 2, ruse 9. I guess it's punching bag again. This appears to be the Headless Horseman's game.
What are my orders?
As we enter the sanctuary cemetery, your disciples notice something strange. A huge pile of corpses. As they come closer to examine the mystery, the gravedigger calls out to them. Ugh. You okay, bro? If you're coming to drop off a body, walk right back out and put it in the common grave. With this damned white plague ravaging the countryside, I don't have any space for new residents. And the worst part is all these plague-infected bodies don't rot. There has to be some dark magic at work in there. I'm sure of it. I'd give anything to get rid of all these bodies. That is the face of a guy who no longer cares. He's talking to a headless dude. The gravedigger isn't joking when he says the cemetery is full. There are more tombstones than there are trees in the forest. That's not true. And the graves are so full that each one forms a small burial mound. The pile of corpses includes men and women, young and old. It seems the epidemic spares no one. They are all as pale as ghosts, as if they had been drained of all their blood. That's why it's called the White Plague. Dracula? Is there something you want to tell the class? Could have sent Drax here. The gravedigger looks nervously at your disciples. He is taking this headless dude with a flaming neck extremely well. I'll make a pact with him, sure. The gravedigger's anxiety is palpable. You offer to help him solve his problem in exchange for his soul. Holy cow. This took a turn. I'll sign all the pacts you want if it'll help me get rid of all these corpses. This guy's not thinking straight. He's vulnerable. It's as if his soul were already yours. The only thing left to do is fulfill your end of the bargain and empty the cemetery of its residents. Summon the grave robbers. Awaken the dead. Easy is not the... So it's a ruse. I'm gonna cheat this.
You want something done right.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
I think failure is not worth it. If you have the points to spare, I think you should spend them. Outside the cemetery wall, Headless Horseman carves a small yet discreet symbol, well known to the underworld. It indicates the corpses are inside a rich and easy to steal. Holy cow. Within a night or two, the grave robbers will have emptied the cemetery of its occupants. Excuse me, we're not going to steal the corpses. I think they're just going to steal the stuff in the corpses, right? Or am I getting this wrong? The contraband will keep your enemy's attention directed away from you for a while. Ooh. Relieved that he doesn't have to deal with all those bodies, the gravedigger assigns her pact. Thanks to this new servant, the souls of the dead who are buried in the cemetery will be added to your might.
Scream as loud as you can, condemned souls.
That was a lot of talking for 35 souls. Terror effects appear in all zones in the line and depend on the zone they affect. Each terror effect increases your terror gauge by 1 point. For every 4 points gained, you move a notch up in terror, increase your chances of obtaining wicked skills and receive a relic. When I get there, I will get 60 souls. Nice. Additional reasons to
But it'll do.
to pick a specific line. That's kind of cool. Interesting. So this is a fight. There's more to this game than I originally
That
thought.
shack looks like it's about to collapse. Maybe I should blow on it.
Terror effect in one night. 2 skills. I'll take with 2 skills.
None must escape.
Exorcists. But none of us are... Whoa, excuse you. So you only attack him. Bitterness here. So I want to weaken this one. Is there anything we can do to weaken them? Devouring charge. Steel. Wow, this hurts. All enemies with the 8 leaving shell. Reduce impending by 2. This hurts me. I mean, it doesn't actually reduce it by a lot. It's close enough. We can do this next turn. Apply it to exhaustion. Reducing damage even further. We can force this to decompose. You're easier to kill, but she seems more dangerous for us long term. Why did it recharge? What did it do? Yeah.
Who should I kill?
You should kill. Not you. Like looking at 3 different hands in a game of poker, and you can win with any one of them. I will decompose you and kill you immediately. But decomposition should kill him. So we're only gonna take this, I think. Bye. So you're gonna take 2. I hope you can deal with that, my man. And it's not even HP damage. Okay.
Game are we playing?
Punching. And normal stab. There's something about the game's interface that's keeping me from playing too fast, and I think that's important if I want to do well at this game.
Evil will not spread by itself.
Conclusion. Use of this skill ends the turn. Steel, inflict damage, mirror blade. Secret boot. What an absurdly stupid name. Alteration for 2 charge. Reduces base damage until the start of the next turn. This is actually pretty good. It seems dumb, but it seems pretty good. Do I have room for it? Yeah. Because it's damage reduction. It's like a defensive ability, and I'm for it. So we get money when we get here, I think.
What a charming valley.
Nice. Yeah, you should have gone for terror, but it's fine. There's no other events here that I can see. To the Styx Fountain. You can smell the noxious waters of the Styx. It's a rock. This is a
There's
rock.
nothing like the vile waters of the Styx to invigorate me.
Alright, so we're almost at the end of this thing. It's been an hour. This is a long game. Final combat. Let's go. Mansion in Ruins. You've reached the boss of this book. All you have to do is defeat it. Like red threats, there will be secondary activities in this. Never be secondary activities in this. A book will always end with a final combat, and each book has its own boss. Alright. Hey, I'm stuck. Here you are.
I guide my disciples to Van Helsing's lair. He is there, surrounded by his men. He is waiting for us. The news of my return does not seem to have shaken him. And so battle is engaged.
Okay. Hey, Vanny boy. Old doctor man. Knock, knock.
Van Helsing.
I'm here for a checkup.
Finally, we meet again. Prepare to suffer an
Oh,
eternity of
no.
torment, mortal.
Oh, no. I've made a mistake.
I'm parched.
Be exhausted. Okay, now he's not going to kill us. That's a good start. Sinistra, duelist. We gotta go for the duelist first. You're dealing free. Each time the holder is healed, reduce the disciples. We can cheat this, right? I think that has to be the answer. We need to cheat this. I'm not gonna kill him. I want to decompose this one. Decomposition 4 to 10. Okay, everyone's attacking him. So he should defend himself with on guard. Ten to 14 is good numbers though. He's gonna take a lot of damage. He's gonna take like 6, 12, 18, and then 3 spiritual. He's gonna go become vulnerable. Or we can do shell. Make sure that he doesn't die. Taking 12 still. Rough. What can my cheats do?
High time I interfered.
I can reduce it to 3. She dies now. I'll take 4. Van Helsing. How can I modify him? What can I do with him?
The devil is in the details.
Oh wow, that is... we're not touching him.
My power is absolute.
So this is a guaranteed kill and the turn. That's a machine gun. Van Helsing did not have a Gatling gun. $100 damage. Hold on. Hold on. 100 damage seems like a lot. Okay, he's exhausted. He's gonna deal 20. Hold on, hold up.
Playing.
I think we're doomed.
My disciples are defeated. Van Helsing brushed them aside with the swipe of a hand. What a
He had
humiliation.
a Gatling gun.
The growing influence of the Sanctuary Lumen has sapped my strength.
That is literally like
I
shooting
order
a guy to
disciples
win a game of
retreat
chess.
towards the location from where we shall launch a different kind of attack.
All right, so
Formidable weapon for my disciples.
now we shall plot some more. All right, so that's the game. Tomorrow we'll have a real game instead of just a tutorial, which I thought would be shorter. But I'm excited to find out how
have
can.
many disciples left to send. I don't have many disciples left.
Well, either way, I'm very excited. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, do all those nice things and more. And I'd like to say that you could be watching anybody. So thank you for watching me. I am Patinator, and I will see you later.